Hello Aries, welcome to the channel. This is Asnointia here. For those of you who are returning, thank you so much for liking, sharing, and subscribing to the channel. And for those of you who are new, welcome. So this is a general love reading, and I'll be looking into the feelings and emotions of the person that you're connecting with on a romantic level. What it is that they're feeling and thinking towards you currently. The deck that I'm using is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marashinsky. So some of you may have been in a relationship in the past. Others of you, it could be a situationship. Somebody's really grumpy and frustrated. For a small portion of you, this could be somebody who you've met and there's a whole lot of chemistry, there's a whole lot of tension building up, and you know there's something special there, even spiritually, but no one's really speaking up. My method of reading is just slightly different. I do have the ability of channeling through my higher intuitive self to get the answers that I need. I do not channel through any spirit guides. I never have, and I have certain reasons for that. Okay. Sexuality. Very interesting. You have here only two cards that are very dark, dreary, tension, stress, that sort of thing. And it's not that bad. It can be, and it will be changed quite soon. Here we have inspiration, followed by fear, anger and rage, wisdom, nourishment, relationship, mothering, selfhood, sexuality, and under the bottom of the deck, the overall arching theme, we have ecstasy. I'm going to express to you what it is that your person of interest is feeling towards you currently. My dear Aries, the connection that I have with you is very inspiring. There's certain things that have happened in this connection, and I see things differently now. The world sounds better, smells better, tastes better, feels better. And before, to me, everything seemed to have been black and white. But ever since you've come into my life, things seemed so colorful. And I like that. I want that to last. But because of this effect that you have on me, this feeling that I get where I'm invincible, I can create anything, I can be anybody, I have started to become a little paranoid, a little fearful, and there is anxiety that is building up inside of me because of the intensity that I feel. In this connection, there is this feeling that I get often. This feeling that exists for me, it's so intense that I'm unable to think straight. I feel nervous. I feel anxiety. I feel paranoia. I feel fear. I also feel that the confidence that I once had is all gone. Inside of me, that self-esteem that I had, it is no more. And there are a whole lot of insecurities. So much has happened in this connection that I actually feel unworthy of love. There's a sense of worthlessness. And these feelings, as they build up, they create anger and rage and frustration inside of me. Why am I so nervous? Why can I not approach you? It frustrates me that you're right there. And yet, there is so much distance. I also feel because of this annoyance, this irritation, I have now also become much wiser. This wisdom that I have gained over the experiences, over the months, over the years, It has made me a different person now. I'm also frustrated and angry at the fact that you can't see that I have changed. I am wiser. I've learned from my mistakes. I've learned my lesson. And I am not the same person you once knew in the past. I also feel that in this connection, you are somebody who fulfills me so much, emotionally, spiritually, physically. And you have no idea. With this type of a connection, it's no doubt. There is no doubt that I want to be in a long-term committed connection with you. Many moons, many nights have gone by where I've stayed awake, lying in bed, thinking about you, what it would be like to be in a long-term committed connection with you. I see how the world is with you, and I like what I see. I want to be a part of that. I want to be a part of your life. But I'm afraid. I fear being a part of your life. I'm nervous if I think about you in that way. I have a lot of anxiety when I think about us in a relationship. And I also am angry and frustrated at myself for treating you the way that I did. You are someone who has the ability to love. There is unconditional love. There's this feeling of care, protecting, loving. This nurturing quality. All about love. I get frustrated because I know that this is a part of who you are and this is what I could have in the relationship. But the things that I have done, it frustrates me. How could I have done this to someone so sweet? I also feel that you are now quite alone. You have forced yourself into isolation. You are now someone who is quite different. The flame that once burned bright, it is now extinguished. And I don't know how to reignite that flame because I don't know who you are anymore. Because of the things that I have said and done, it appears that you have changed. I see you now as someone who is so independent, self-reliant, self-sufficient. You don't need me. You don't need anybody. I see this. I experience this. And I realize that the type of individual I have become over time is someone who really doesn't know you anymore. I see you as someone who is guarded because of the things that I have said and done to you. Once bitten, twice as shy. You have this aura around you. You are single and ready to mingle. It scares me. It's intimidating. I do feel intimidated by you. And I also feel that in this connection, there's a whole lot of sexual chemistry. I think about your body. I think about your hair, your skin, the contours of your body. And I sometimes obsess over it. I think about your body a lot. You are so damn sexy. You're very hot. But I see you also being quite independent and alone now. And a long time ago, you were this mystery. And I unraveled that mystery. Wrapped in an enigma, and now I have no idea who you are because you've completely changed. So how do I reignite that fire? How do I talk to you again? Because I don't know how. I am very nervous. And that frustrates me. Overall, there is a sense of spiritual bliss that I get from you. There's happiness, not only in my heart, but there's a happiness that runs deeper. It's almost as if it's in my soul. that happiness. It makes me want to live life. It makes me want to love everything. This ecstasy that exists, it is because of you. It is a spiritual bliss that I can't really label, but I feel it. And you have this way of inspiring me, but I am really nervous, and that simply just frustrates me, and I get angry at myself for why. Why am I so paranoid? Why am I so nervous? I wish I could be that person who could reach out to you and talk to you. But this hesitation that I have, it is real. And I lack that confidence. All right. Aries. A lot is going on here. We have somebody that seems to have moved on, and someone who's still in the past, wanting to make things right, but there's so much nervousness around that individual. And they're so nervous that it actually frustrates them. It annoys them. They are annoyed by themselves. They're annoyed at themselves. And for that reason, they are unable to move forward in this connection. There is a lot of the feeling of family. The feeling of family as if you were family, the both of you. It's a very sweet connection. And there's also that sense of sexuality where there's that chemistry. We also have spirituality, but we have here nourishment and mothering. This is clearly somebody who feels that you are someone who is very much like family material, right? This is somebody who really wants a long-term committed connection with the relationship card there. But certain things have happened and a lot of things have changed. They think that you have changed quite a bit. And for this reason, they don't know how to approach you anymore. Also remember, the wisdom card, they are no longer the exact same. So even if they were to approach you, it probably wouldn't be the same way that they have done in the past. All right, I have here the Lover's Path Tarot. So the first deck that you just saw, that is the current status of the person, what they're feeling towards you. This deck, I look a little bit into the past to see what happened in the first place that may have caused this beautiful connection to go downhill. Once upon a time, things were very sweet. Now they're very sour. This is for those of you that may have not gotten closure. This person may have faded. They may have ghosted you. The communication may have become less. So what were those reasons? Some of you may have heard from this person. Others of you, maybe they did not talk to you about this. I do read these in the reverse. Fortune. Fortune here, it does talk about how there were uncomfortable feelings and feelings of disappointment. Disappointing experiences with chance. Feeling ignored by fortune, fate, destiny. They would question themselves, when will it be my turn? So they feel that the universe, fate and destiny and chance has really played a cruel joke on them. They want to expand, but they are unable to, and they don't feel that there's anything prosperous in the coming future for them. Here, the feelings were quite uncomfortable, and they felt that no matter what happens, it might not work out the same. Things may just go downhill. Why try to win a losing battle? That's what I'm getting right now. We also have here Four of Cups. This talks about, this is a really important card, dissatisfaction, overindulgence, and boredom. taking something for granted, taking love for granted, talents and beauty for granted. The need to have a more authentic way of life. This person started to wanted to reevaluate the relationship because it started to feel superficial. Acceptance of the situation, even though discontent was still present, this was a passing phase. So they were so discouraged that they actually felt that nothing is going to work out for them because this just feels very superficial. So deep down, things should have been and could have been really real, but they weren't. They started to reevaluate this relationship. And there was a sense of dissatisfaction, and the overindulgence could have happened maybe even through the sexuality card, overindulging in sexuality. But then overindulging so much that somebody here became dissatisfied, and then they just became bored. Now, you'll see in the cards that we had, we didn't have love, we didn't have feelings and emotions. So this is a situation where there is more of a practical connection based on logic, leaving emotions unconsidered. So your person of interest here was thinking that no, nothing could possibly happen that would make this relationship even better. It's not going to happen. They were very pessimistic about it because they felt, well, it's never happened before. Every time I try to do something, it's always a negative outcome. And for that reason, they're just stuck in that mindset. In addition to that, there was also this overindulgence, but to the point where somebody here got bored with the same thing. We did have sexuality. So there's a lack of love in this connection, of actual passionate love, but there is more of, I'm seeing materialism and a spiritual connection. But the emotional connection is lacking. And that's what happened to this person. So because they couldn't feel that emotional connection, they just kind of decided to move on. Or not even move on, just kind of stop and block everything. All right. I have here the Beginner's Tarot. Let's have a look at any type of actions, any plans, any intentions that are coming through from this person's point of view. Death. So we do have the restart and the rebooting of something. Emperor, there you are, Aries. But this is not just you. This is your person of interest. And now we have two people that have a lot of ego. Not to say that you have ego, but you are naturally a leader. You naturally have this inbuilt. This is just you. But when you find somebody that's your exact equal, it doesn't turn out right because somebody here something has to let go. Somebody has to give way a little bit. Very interesting. All four here are major arcanas. Wow. Death, the Emperor, the Fool, the Chariot, and then we have the Five of Wands. So with death, this does talk about how a lot has happened in the past, and this person, they just now want to put everything to sleep, waiting for a new day to begin. A new day is dawning in the background there, but it's only after a lot of struggle. So in this connection, there has been a lot of struggle to the point where it's almost as if you want this entire situation to just be rebooted, reset in that way. Then we also have here the Emperor. With this card, I've often seen it's my way or the highway type of situation. You have to accommodate your person of interest a lot, and sometimes it gets a little annoying because you yourself are also the Emperor. Now, with this card, it also tells me that your person of interest may love you the way that they know how to love, but they may not love you the way that you want to be loved. So that is an issue here, where they view a relationship, they view everything about this connection, maybe even sexually, quite differently than you do. We also have the Fool card. You're dealing with somebody who is kind of immature. They here we have a leap of faith. They want to take a leap of faith, but right after that, you have the chariot too. This is speed, right? A leap of faith, and the chariot talks about speed. With the leap of faith, it's fine, but this is a Fool card. So the connection may finish as soon as it had started, because this person is acting like the Fool. They haven't really thought things through. They haven't really thought about it. Now that's a problem. If they haven't really thought about it, it's going to be very difficult to move forward. Because what they need to do is think about it, take their time, and then come to you. Because when they do, that would be the time when things are more solid, more long-term. But here we have somebody who is very impulsive, very immature, or maybe even inexperienced. I'm also getting the word compulsive. Right after that, we have here the chariot. In my other deck, the Lover's Path Tarot, the chariot represents desire, being pulled by desire. So it could be that this person is being pulled by desire towards you, simply because of the sexuality card that you had before, that the both of you have a lot of sexual chemistry together. And that's fine. But do I see any cups here? Do I see any love here? Do I see any emotion here? No. There's nothing. Aries, you got to be careful with this person. Simply because they have like a different agenda here. They may really want you and desire you, and they may even tell you that they love you. Perhaps they do. But like I said, with the Emperor card, their way of loving is quite different. You may, perhaps, some of you may want to be more emotional. You may want to have more of an emotional connection. And others of you may have more of a physical connection. But this person is the opposite of what you actually want in that specific way. With the Chariot card, this also means that they are now worried and they're upset, and they really want to come back into your life, rushing back into your life because they're afraid of losing you. One of the issues here we also have is the Five of Wands. There are external struggles here. Other people that may be jealous, rumors, spreading rumors, people who are manipulating your person of interest. They may be telling them certain things or saying certain things to them that are getting them off track. And because of this, they feel that there's a need to, I'm getting this, to keep their options open. This is a lot of struggle, distrust, anger, arguments, disagreements. The Five of Wands talks about yourself with this individual you may be arguing, but it also talks about other people that may be filling that person's head with garbage. Simply because they may be jealous, or they may think that, no, the both of you should not be together. And for that reason, this person may not be giving you 100% their full emotions because of that. And so what they're giving to you right now is more of the physical, the materialistic, the spiritual, but not 100% that love, that emotional side. Wow, very different. This reading is very different. So do I see them reaching out to you? I do. I would recommend that you take it slow with this person. Don't rush into anything, because that's exactly the Fool card. Just going to do a quick prayer. Ah, there you go. It's up to you, because you have a choice. Even the angels are not so happy with the situation. These messages are brought to you by Archangels Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. All right. It's up to you. We have perfect timing. We also have be assertive, trust, and we have let go, the strategy card. After you let go, they want you to wait. Oh, yikes. Okay. Okay, so all this just happened. Let me put this here. And all of a sudden this came out like that. Yes, choose a new direction. You literally have, it was like this when it came out. Choose a new direction. Yes, with an exclamation mark. Choose a new direction. Okay. And then we have here peaceful resolution and look for a sign. Oh my. Aries, you've been trying to love this person and perhaps even trying to settle down with this person, but it's not really working because your mindsets are quite different. Your ambitions, your goals, your beliefs. I'm getting the beliefs card in my mind's eye right now. I'm seeing that your beliefs are quite different. So there's a lot of difference in opinions. You're not on the same page. And because of that, there are these differences that just keep continuing. There are two sets of groups here. Not two sets of groups. Two different type of groups. And one is the ones that want to be with this person. And some of you, the angels are advising you not to be with this person. So the ones that want to be, it's going to be a little bit of a struggle, but this message is for you. They are saying here, it's up to you. If you want to be with this person, you can. You can give it a try. The timing will be perfect in terms of divine timing. It's going to happen when it's supposed to happen. It's not going to happen when you think it's going to happen. They're also telling you here to be assertive. Let this person know what you're comfortable with, what you're not comfortable with. Give them a clear indication of what your boundaries are. And also here we have trust. Trust in the divine plan, because you do have here perfect timing as well. So everything is going to happen in divine timing. They're also telling you here to let go. Let go of this person, let go of this individual, and eventually they will come back into your life, but you're going to have to wait. While you're waiting, choose a new approach. Choosing a new direction is also choosing a different path, but the road and the destination is the same, but the path might be different. So here, your end goal is still the same. It's just that your approach needs to change. And eventually there will be a peaceful resolution in this connection. So remember, you have the Five of Wands, a lot of disagreements and arguments and upsetness around this type of connection that you had. So a peaceful resolution is in store, which is really good. We also have here, look for a sign. This could be signs and synchronicities, but it could also be a sign at some point in time when to reach out. When to reach out would be when you know and you feel that there is a difference now, that they are starting to act differently, talk differently. Looking for a sign could be signs and synchronicities, but don't go out looking for it. It'll just happen on its own. Now, for those of you that are just having a hell of a hard time with this person, the majority of you, this is a message for you, the majority of you, because this is what the angels wanted for you who are struggling with this connection. They are saying it's up to you. You do have a choice. Don't think that you don't. It's just like I've mentioned before, we have this tree, and that tree is our existence. And each branch from that tree is a different reality. So if you hop on like a squirrel from one branch to the other, that branch is already written for you. That fate and destiny, that story is already written for you by the celestial beings. And so you just change your option. You just change from one to the other, and you still have a destiny that's written for you. So you don't have to be afraid of taking a chance or making a choice. You don't have to be afraid of that, because there's still something out there for you. When we get this card, it's up to you. That's what that means. That's how I interpret this card. It's up to you because everything is going to happen in divine timing. Even if you find this person or you find somebody else, they're still saying here, be assertive and put up some healthy boundaries. Let them know what's on your mind. Let them know what you're feeling about, how you're feeling regarding this connection. Also, trust in the divine. And this is also, again, with divine timing. There will be a peaceful resolution. They want you to let go. Let go of this person. You don't have to stop loving them. That really won't stop. However, let go of communicating with them. And eventually, they will start to see the value. However, you want to move on. And that is why they're saying here to let go and then just wait. The timing will be perfect when it does happen. They're telling you here to choose a new direction. Yes. Choose a new direction, a new path, a new branch, right? So try something different. Try something that you haven't done before, something that does make you feel comfortable, but it's kind of out of your comfort zone too. Sometimes the complete opposites are the best people that can be together. Here we also have peaceful resolution, like I said earlier. Trusting in the divine, this will bring this peaceful resolution between the both of you, but you are going to choose a new direction. You're going to have to wait for it. You're going to have to let go of this person. And it's important for you, even when you choose a new direction, to be assertive to that specific individual that you may meet or you want to meet. Let them know what your boundaries are. And also we have here, look for a sign. This for you is to see what type of red flags were there in the past. What kind of red flags still exist? And when you see that, you will be able to take a step back and have a better perspective, a bird's eye view. I'm getting the word boredom. Boredom and in either it's inclusivity or insensitivity, but yeah, if you hear me whispering, don't worry, that's me whispering. That's no other entity in my room. That's me whispering, by the way. I do see boredom in my mind's eye right now. So somebody here is bored. But they want to be included in one's life even more. They feel that they are kind of neglected. So inclusive for me these days, I think about culture. But that's not it. This inclusive word is being used in a different way. It's that this person wants to be included in other activities in your life, or maybe you want to be included in their activities, and somebody here feels really bored. Of course, I'm seeing the word again, overindulgence. So somebody here did overindulge to the point where it wasn't fun anymore. It just, it's like if you play a game so many times, you end up getting bored of that game. That's similar to what I'm seeing here right now, that somebody here was in this connection and did all the wrong things. And it's like they played and now they're just bored. Essentially, you're dealing with a big kid. That's what I'm seeing here. Somebody that's not mature. So take it as it resonates, Aries. I am seeing some of you will want to be with this person, and that's perfectly fine. There will have to be some adjustments, but the rest of you, it does appear that choosing a new direction is the best way to go for you. Also, when you look at signs, go into the past in your heart and your mind and see, were certain things red flags back then that you never really recognized because you're so in love. That way it'll give you a better perspective and an understanding. Okay, maybe I should move on, or maybe I shouldn't move on. Aries, that is your reading. Very different. Do let me know in the comments below if any of this has resonated. And for those of you who are new, I do have another channel called Asnointia Audio. Those videos are absolutely free. They're on YouTube. And it is more on relationship-related advice, spiritual connections, and even what and who are negative energies. So I'm going to be uploading very soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed, you guys will be seeing something soon on that channel. All right. You all take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys again. Bye now.